Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Welcome.
There you go, Steph.
Welcome. Think there's no.
There you go.
Volume up.
Hello.
All good. All good. Has testing 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8.
Oh, there you go. There's the count. Hello, Judy. Hello, Maggie. Hello, Kim. How is everyone? Welcome.
Hello to all the names.
Are you ready?
Mentioned.
You could be here a while. So, have you got your coffee?
I have half a cup in here. It's half a cup. Yeah, it's up to there. So at some stage I will go and make more.
All right. Time to manifest, Maggie. Manifest numbers. Okay. People, if you could please share us out because I can't find my phone, which I do all my sharing on. So it'd be much appreciated. Send 200 stars to see your comment. What? I didn't put that there. Bizarre. Okay. Let's see. Are you calling? Yeah. Yeah, what's that? If I got my headphones on, it just comes through my computer, so I can't find my phone. Yeah, it's only a phone. I don't live on it. That's it. So not always. I mean, I get home and I put it down, and unless I'm playing music out of it, people send me messages and ring me, and I get back to them till a day later, and they're like, "Whoa, where's your phone?" I'm like, "When I'm home."
It lives on you. It's only alive when you hold on to
it. Yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah. Unless I'm checking something on my phone, which I'm home, I'm like, I don't want to be anywhere near it.
Mine's good for music, as you just mentioned, and the other thing it's good for is an alarm when I really need an alarm.
Oh yeah, they're great for alarms. But yeah, you don't want to have it on you 24/7. It's just thinking about the electromagnetic fields, and I was just looking at. Well, I was reading something on graphene. What's its name? And just the heavy metals in the body. And when you look at the sea of energy we're in, bombarded by frequencies, and we know that certain frequencies have certain vibrational rates. So, say if anger is a vibrational rate of say 64,000 or whatever, if you project that, people start getting angry without even noticing. And the more heavy metals, and the more heavy metals you've got in your body, because of the more junk or medication, the more you're going to be susceptible to it.
That is true. I agree with you there, but also one thing that we need to be aware of is that we're above that, and we can raise our energy to a degree where nothing does actually affect us.
That's what I meant. I was just
all energies around us at this moment are bombarding us. You know, we're in a little bubble, as you mentioned. We're in a sea of energies, the ether itself. That's all around us right this moment. Again, what we put our focus on is what we're giving energy to, and that energy can control us, or we can just be aware of it. So it is all up to us how we're affected by things. We can choose to be affected, or can choose to be aware that we can be affected. There's a difference there.
Okay, so people, if you just share us out, I'm about to do the same thing.
I have done my sharing.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, how?
Yeah, but you do a lot more.
I know. A bit too much sharing some days. Shared messages, more options. Share a group. Okay, I don't want to have to share everything. I might now have to do it individually. Where is the phone when I need it?
Yeah. It's lingering about somewhere.
I know. People, I'm going to start with a group reading, just because we got a group here, and let's use some. Let's use some cards that have stuff on them.
Where are you?
I've got cards that have got stuff on them. Okay.
No, I do got stuff on them.
Yeah. Wait a sec. I feel like using the old ones. Old ones. Where are the old ones? The Immunology. Ooh, haven't used those in a while. Hey, Geraldine. Good morning. It's like nearly 7 o'clock where I am, 6:45. Yeah, people, if you could share us out, please. I'm still sharing. I got to do like 15 clicks to get one share out. This is just ridiculous. My God. Okay. Wait a sec.
Waiting.
Wait, I'm getting there. 1 sec.
Waiting. Go on, mate.
Oh, Frank,
I told you, you're early. You're not together.
Maybe it's outside. Let me just check.
Maybe. It's slow coach, right? Come on. Get your act together. I know it's Thursday. I know it's almost the end of the year. So I'll pull a card for The Art of War.
Found it. It was outside. Okay, people, I will start with a group reading. And then I'll go who I'm drawn to. There's a few freebies to get away. A few freebies to give away. And also, if you want to donate to pay it forward, or you just want to support the show, exchange of energies, that will be much appreciated. Hey, Ashton. How you going? Okay. So I'm just sharing. Exchange of energies, that will be much okay, I'm just sharing out now. Turning down the phone. Okay. Where's the share button? There's a share button. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay.
Hi, hi. Hoo-hoo.
Oh man, I'm just going in now, man. I'm just sharing like going like nuts. Boom, look, there again. Don't even know who that guy is, but he's getting shared too. Wicked spells for beginners group? Like, what the hell was I thinking? Okay, people, if you could just share us out, that would be much appreciated. Okay. I don't even know half these groups. Okay.
Sun Tzu said while you're doing that already, so he will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Pick your battles. As in war, so in family life, some battles or arguments cannot be won. All families argue, whether it's parents arguing with each other, parents with children, or siblings with each other. Communication is key in establishing boundaries. If you have to argue, don't lose your temper. Be rational and deliberate. But remember, sometimes it is more important to move on. The Art of War.
Okay. What's it doing? Oh, now I'm switching to. You know what, phone? Go away. Okay. Hey, people, group reading for everyone. So take what doesn't resonate and mail it to Cindy. Her address is 333. You got to be kidding drive. Melbourne. Okay.
That was for you, Cindy. Just for you.
Okay. Oh, go there. Okay, people. Group reading for everyone. I hope you share this out. I'm not seeing a lot of sharing. Geraldine, thank you. Cindy, thank you. Ashton, you're not sharing? Too cool for school? Oh, man. Okay, group reading for everyone. Okay, what's going on in everyone's life right now that, you know, they're not happy with? Okay. There's a lot of things that we're not happy with, but you know what? We can go, hey, when's all this going to change? I need a reading. What are the circumstances? I can't do this no more. And I've got, look, the main action card I've got for everyone is the Air Guardian Shift Your Perception. But what's interesting is the main two cards for this reading are mirroring it. Oh, well, one's inverted, the bottom one's inverted, the top one's up the right way. It's broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. That is telling us, people, that whatever's going on in life, we just have to make peace with it at the moment. But the winter card is saying take care of your needs. So if there's friction or there's some stuff that's going on in life, what are you bringing to the table? What are we all bringing to the table? Sometimes we look at stuff around us and we go, hey, this is not fair. That sucks. Why is this happening? Number of reasons. Okay, because I've got a new start coming, people. This is inverted. This is going to be a new mental game. There's going to be there'll be some frequency changes. A new start is coming, and in the mind, there's going to be things shift. You're going to start to see more stuff, and the veils are going to thin, and there's going to be all sorts of stuff that are going to happen around you, to you internally in the heart. But the thing is, people, are you ready for it? Have you been doing the work? Is it going to be a lot of culture shock? Okay. Because it's like, you don't want to get to the, like when you get to the, so the end of your final exams and you're like, oh shit, I didn't read that book. And the essay's on that book. Yeah, you're sort of half stuffed, aren't you? Wish I read that book. But is there stuff around at the moment that you wish you'd be done that you haven't, that you've been putting off? Okay, because I really feel like, people, there needs to be stuff that we need to get on top of if change is coming, because the universe is about frequency. It doesn't care if you didn't have time to do that, or you didn't have time to go and meditate, or you didn't have time to go and heal. It doesn't care. It'll take whoever's ready. Okay. But, it's just the way it is. The people, I know it can be overwhelming, but I've got the Air Guardian saying here, look, shift your perceptions. It just is what it is. And it's time to move forward. It's time to make that choice. It's time to get ready to rock and roll. But you know what? You guides, your guardians, I've got the Guardian Angel card here. And this is saying, look, there's help around. There's your inner self. There's the other aspects of you. They're all around there to help you and help guide you, heal you. The universe is always throwing us stuff. Okay, when stuff comes to the surface and it pisses us off, it comes there to be shown, comes there to be healed. Yeah. And I've got there, because people are stressed out. Emotions are running high. People are stressing out when this stuff comes up, when stuff doesn't go right in their life. But it's usually going, hey, look, this is something that has come into your vibration because you're resonating at it. So it's time to have a look at it and go, okay, shouldn't I do something about that? I can or I cannot. Cause and effect. We'll often go into that. But moving forward, people, it's right under everything is right under our noses. All the information we want, all the answers we want, we just have to go and seek them. We just have to, because I've got here, look, just underneath it, I've got the answers you need are coming. That's inverted, so it's waiting for you. But because it's inverted, it's inside our head. That's saying that all the answers that you need are within one's self. People, so do the work at the moment. Just shift your perception. Don't just. It is what it is. So, regardless of what you're going through, you just have to switch. Okay. And that means playing the mind game of all the negativity coming in, pushing it out and all that. But people, we've got to get on top of our own stuff. This whole reading here says, get on top of your stuff. Shift your perception. Get on top of your stuff. Okay. And be of a service to everyone, or I can put it around this way and go, be of service to self. But we need to be of service, and it starts with being the service to us. So how can we teach someone how to fix an engine if we've never fixed our own engine? Okay, but there's plenty of people out there doing it day in, day out. They'll tell you how to fix everything. They'll tell you how the whole universe works. How they fix themselves. Okay, because that's where the true wisdom comes from. Okay, that was a great reading for everyone, and the happy card is Squirrel Spirit. Believe in yourself. You got this. You got this, gorgeous people. You got it. You got it. Bit of work. You got it. Remember to take care of your needs. Okay, that was a great reading for everyone. Take what resonates, and what doesn't resonate, give to him. He's just sitting there looking pretty.
Cindy. Cindy wants all the cards. Yeah, yeah.
Cindy. Okay, now I've got cards everywhere. Now I'm going to put all my cards away. I'm just creating too much work. See, the trouble I go through to give you people messages is not much trouble at all. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so you got no cards, Cindy. You got more decks of cards than anyone in the Southern Hemisphere. Even you got more decks of cards than the crystal shop that I go to. But every moment is new, Kim. Isn't it? Every moment is new. Every moment is there for growth. And New Year's isn't actually... When is New Year? The actual New Year? It's January the something. I don't know. The Chinese got it closer, haven't they?
No idea.
No, something like that.
No idea.
It's not what they tell us, though.
No.
They wouldn't do that. It actually used to be 13 months in the old days, and wasn't it? And we'd get 1 month off. Okay, so people, I will just look at State of Jude. Okay, let's do a pay it forward. Donated by some guy. I'm sure you've seen him before. So people pick a number between 10 and 30. And if you get the number, you get the magic reading. Because that's what it is here. Magic. Pure magic. I can neither confirm nor deny that on any level.
Magic. Just another word for Maya, illusion.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
It's magic. The word magic itself is originates from the word Maya. It's just a pronunciation. Yeah. So we
could be in the Matrix.
We are in the Matrix. We are in the illusion. Everything is an illusion. The illusion is real, by the way. It's still an illusion. We experience everything that you experience in this illusion. And we experience it exactly as we experience. Until we know it's an illusion, though, it controls and dictates to us.
It does. And when you microwave your food, you take all the nutrients out of it. That's why you get hungry later. I got rid of my microwave about 6 months ago. Best thing I ever did.
I got rid of mine about 23 years ago.
So no one wants a reading. Mine, this is going to be a short show. Short, sharp, shiny.
Well, everyone wants a reading.
Don't they? Ah, man.
Everyone wants a reading.
Share some more out. Twist and shout, people. Twist and shout.
Keep going, people. Try again. So close, but yet so far.
Kim, are you up to date on work? You girls, you done your homework, so you're ready for a new reading? Last reading's all up to date. You've cleared all that. I'm just messing with you. Just messing with you. Come on. Man, I'm still working off a reading from 2 years ago. Still haven't caught up with. Come on, people, just keep having to get. Oh, Judy, got it. Okay, one sec, Judy. Okay, Judy, 1 second. Just let me. I got my other. Okay. Almost there. Okay. What happened? Do we lose Stathi? Okay, Judy. He'll be back. I think he's having internet issues. Okay. Just wake him up when he's back there. Okay, Judy. What have I got for you, Judy? Let's have a look-see. Okay. This is just for Judy. Okay. Well, things are looking up for you, Judy, but
or I just can't hear you.
You just can't hear me. Everyone can hear me, can't they?
Having issues on this end. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay, Judy. Look, things are going good. You're moving forward. Okay, is someone domineering has just moved out of your vicinity? Okay, things are looking up for you at the moment. Okay, but not a good time to.
I can't hear you, so I'll be right back. Basically.
Okay, Judy, it looks like you've been through a bit at the moment. Okay, but not a time to go. Something to get your head out of the past. Okay, the past seems coming up, and the more you focus on the past right now, okay, the more it's gonna draw you down. Okay, what has happened is what happened. It looks like you're moving on, but there still is some work to do. The first card I've got for you at the moment is the Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. But okay, this card's inverted. Okay, this is saying that we sometimes we need to put our defenses up to get through stuff. It serves a purpose, but we can't leave them up all the time. And it just seems like you're ultra guarded with your ideas, with everything. You've got everything in a box. That's like that way, and that's like that way. Okay, look, don't get black and white, regardless of anything. You know why? Because when we do that, we fail to see things for what they are. There's always another perspective. There's always another way of seeing stuff. And even other people's stuff that we get involved. That's one of the reasons we got to get out of judgment, is because sometimes when we go through something with someone else, it helps when we can get out of judgment and we on them and get out of the blame game, is we can start to see things for what they are. And we can start to see the flags, because I don't know what been through at the moment, but there's still some old stuff that just keeps coming up, that keeps playing in your mind, and there's still stuff to be, and there's stuff to be learned. There's stuff that you haven't seen, and Spirit's just reminding me that you need to reclaim. Okay, you need to reclaim. You need to shed. You need. It just feels like this time you need to get out of your head. I've got 2 cards here saying stand up. I've got the warrior, be fearless, to stand strong. All right. I've got stand up and fight. Your main action card is the snake. Shed the old skin. It's like let go, let go, let go. There's some old wounding. There's some inner child that needs work. There's some old wounding from past relationships from childhood. Okay, this just keeps coming up right now. And what happens is these things serve a purpose for us, to protect us, to keep us, keep us sane in certain points of our life. But at the moment, they're running the show in the subconscious. So there's patterns that you're stuck in, okay, that need to be healed. They need to be looked at, because when we're running all these patterns from our past and we're thinking continually of the past, what does Stathi call it? NPC, non-player character. Subconscious and the I am is running the show. And we are just a product of the environment. Okay. And we really do have that little choice. We think we're here doing it all, but at the moment, this is just too much inside of your head. Okay. So it's time for you to go and get some inner child work done. Okay. And start letting go. Because the more you focus on the past and what you've been through, the more, okay, it's time to heal it. Go and do the healing work. Go and do some meditation. Go and see someone who can help you do the work. There are plenty of practitioners that can work you through that. But at the moment, you're going to be stuck in a pattern in your mind where you're just focusing on what's happened. Okay. And then this is going to draw you down. Okay. This is going to lead you back into areas that you don't want to be. Okay. It's just there for a distraction. It's just subconscious running the show. Okay. Because I got moving forward. I got the druid. Hold the space. Okay. This is time for you to be positive. This is a time for you to heal. This is a time for you to stand up when these thoughts come in and the past comes in and you're inside your head to go, no, I'm going to ground. I'm going to get out of my head. I'm going to enjoy what's in front of me. Okay. It's all there, Judy. It's all there. Okay. Because you chose this life and it's yours to figure out. It's yours to work alone. Okay. Circumstances aren't going to come along to change everything for you. Okay. You are the changer of circumstances. You are the manifested Judy. You are the one that creates your reality. Okay. And your happy card is Wombat. Be at home. Okay. So you find out where your home is and you be there and just chill. Just chill and just relax and just regain your thoughts, do your healing and do your work, and then we can move forward.
Judy, first, I want you to focus on your heart chakra. Now, what I'd like you to tell me, type it in, please, is what is your main focus at this point of time? And not about Christmas, not about New Year, not about the seasonal holidays that we're having at this moment. What is your main focus? Now, while you're typing that in, if you don't mind typing that in, please. It feels like what you're focusing on is taking all of your time. It feels like everything is it feels more like a distraction, if anything else. It just keeps you away from who you are. It doesn't give you, there's not enough time for you. It's not that I can feel something, but it's something that's drawing you away from yourself, and it's always there. Something outside constantly, something over there, something that is there, something that is it. It feels like it's not my health mainly. it doesn't feel that it's a focus on you, and now this will actually work with what you've just stated as well. It does feel that it is something else. It's something that's preventing you from keeping it to yourself. Health itself, now I'm blunt and I'm going to state it. We mainly have issues because we're not really focusing on ourselves. Um, Most issues are because we're out of balance. We're not in balance with ourselves. Most issues are caused by things that are external, things that we're giving our energy to. So that takes away our focus on ourselves. You need to find time where it's just about you and nobody else. Uh, the you aspect is hiding somewhere. It's actually a lot to do with you you hear many people speak about the inner child. You are that inner child. There is no inner child. There's no you and an inner child. You are that child. And that child, as much as whatever's happened in the past, and you've hidden yourself from um, presenting who you are, who that child actually is. You see, we're all children at this moment. Um, there's not one adult in this world, and every adult that we can speak of is a child. Um, Everyone is a child of somebody, so we're all children. Um, when you focus on yourself and when you bring everything back to yourself and you express yourself just like the child does today, when you look at a child, it doesn't think about what is right and wrong. That's adult stuff. That's educational stuff. The child speaks as it sees it in the moment that it sees it. That's where you're going to actually find that power again and start healing yourself. When you start saying no, 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 it is a very powerful word. And when it comes back to you and it comes from your heart, because we always, a lot of the times we actually sit there and we say yes because it pleases somebody else, but it doesn't please oneself. It actually hurts one when we say yes when we really want to say no. Find that time to yourself. Find a time where you can sit with yourself with no distractions, no family, no friends, no one. Yourself and whatever is yourself and nature. Go find nature. Go and listen to nature. And when I say listen to nature, I really do mean listen to the crickets, listen to the birds, listen to the trees and the leaves rustling in the wind. Listen to all those, because that's where you're going to find the answer and say, no, I don't want what I've been living. I want this. And this is going to be in the moment. It's not going to be out there somewhere. It's not going to come to you. Things don't come to us. The things that do come to us are not what we necessarily want. We go out and we get it. It's time for you to actually grab what you want. And you can grab that by starting to say, no, I don't want this. No, I don't want to hear this. No, I'm not going to do that. When you start to being yourself again and start bringing yourself and taking time for yourself, your thoughts will start to disappear as well. You won't be overthinking and you won't be in your head too much. You'll be able to ground yourself because you are ungrounded. Your base chakra is like shattered. It's all a million pieces at this moment because you're in here trying to work out how to work things out. Um, so bring yourself back, focus on your heart chakra, and you'll start to feel the healing energy from the heart chakra itself because this is where we sit. We're in our heart chakras. But when we're not focused on our heart chakra, we're not focused on ourselves. We're focused in our heads, we're focused in the thoughts. And those thoughts are always going to be about what happened and what could possibly happen. We're missing what is happening right this moment. Be present, ground yourself, be yourself, and learn to say no when you need to say no. I hope that's helped you. It's nice. Yes. And do more of that. But more of the no. Oh, you have to learn to say no a lot more. All these yeses are always overwhelming. Yeses are always we can feel it when we say yes when we really want to say no. And the body feels it, and that's where we start to get unbalanced, and we start to feel whatever it is that we start feeling, which is what we call unhealthy.
How you going, James? Did you want a reading? Was that pay it forward? it's a bit late, Ashton. Nice try. What is it with the numbers, guys? Am I missing something?
We might do another number later.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. I have another donated reading to give away. Courtesy
we have a donated reading from Divine Sovereign Messenger Healer.
Yes, we do. From James, a Dorian.
Yes.
So,
I don't mince my words, Judy. I say it as I feel it.
So, you drawn to anyone?
Am I drawn to anyone?
Yeah.
I'm drawn to all of them, but that's why I don't like picking, because I'd pick any one of them. No, I'm not focused on who it is.
Okay. So you don't want to make a decision?
I don't make decisions. No, I'm not allowed to.
Okay. Okay.
The only decision I like making is when my coffee cup is empty.
Okay, well, Ashton, I haven't read for Ashton. Ashton, mate, are you there? Ashton, you're the next contestant. Oh, the reading is right. Ish.
Ashton.
You still there? Okay.
Ashton.
Have you got an Ashton guitar? I had an Ashton drum kit.
Okay.
Ashton, it's not about. Okay, it feels like there's some negativity around you, but it feels like there's a bit of blame being thrown around at the moment. Okay, it's not always about that. Because when we play the blame game, sometimes it's obvious. Yeah, someone did the wrong thing. Someone did the wrong thing. Yeah, okay. But the problem with that is the reason we don't go to the blame game is because when we start blaming, we see things from a certain perspective, and what we do is we narrow our field down, and we don't allow to see exactly what's going on, because we're only looking from one direction. We only see one angle. At the moment, there's some negativity around here that you need to speak up about. Okay, your help's around there. The universe is on your side and wants you to deal with these things, because usually just put up with it. I don't know if you just put up with it and yeah, whatever, and go about it. But it's time to stand up and nip it in the butt. Okay, it's time to stand and nip this stuff in the butt, because it's just going to keep coming around. Okay, it is important, and this doesn't mean when we nip stuff in the butt, this doesn't mean telling someone to F off or anything like that. Okay, this is going. You're going to go to a heart space and go, "Hey, man, I don't appreciate that. That's not helpful." Sometimes you're going to be firm. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's your boss. It doesn't matter if it's your partner. It doesn't matter if it's your parent. It doesn't matter if it's the Prime Minister of Australia. You can turn around and go, "Oi, not good. Don't appreciate it. No, sirree." Okay, but there's negativity that you need to shut down. Okay, but it's not from a place of aggression. You come from a place of love. Okay, because there's too much that you put up with, and then you spend all your time in your head going, worrying about this, worrying about that, going, oh, they said, she said, he said, we said, and it just becomes this big pile of burden that you've just got to start to free yourself up. You've got all this burden, you've got all this weight that you're carrying along with you, and you've got to start letting it go. But the way we can let it go is, one, we've got to start dealing with it, okay, and setting up boundaries. Okay, so boundaries are good for you at the moment, because the main action card I've got for you, Ashton, is the Lord card. Take charge with authority. Okay, that means doing something about it. It's time to man up, girl up, whatever you want, whatever. is with you. Okay, it's time to stand up and be that adult, be that accountable adult, and go, hey, look, I've got to nip that in the butt. Okay, because look here, I've got stop opening door. I don't know, the spirit's opening the door there. I've got the enjoy the moment card, but this is inverted on with your action card. This means too much time thinking about. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to come present in the moment, and you just got to say, hey, look, don't like that, give it a rest. Okay, or no, I'm not going to help you today. Okay, or hey, stop, give me my money back. Anything like that. But don't sit there thinking about how it's going to play out. Do not sit there in your head thinking and thinking and thinking, oh, if I say this, if I say that, because that's the old pattern. That's the pattern that never solves everything. And it's time to get out of that. It's time to step free. It's time to make that a change. Okay, but you know how we do that? Because the universe has got so much more for you. I got the fire garden just waiting in the side streams there. He's inverted. Okay, the fire garden is ignite your passions. The reason it's inverted, because you're going to ignite them. Okay, but you need to make some changes before you ignite them. You need to shut down the negativity so you can start to claim, you can start to take authority and take the driver's stake that steering wheel back alive. Okay, stop worrying about circumstances and everything else around you. Okay, because feels like these are running the show. These have too much control over you at the moment. It's time for you to take the reins of your life back. Okay, I got the fire going waiting there. Ignite your passions, because when we start to ignite our passions and follow our heart and follow what we love, that's when the world starts to open up. That's how you get happy. That's how you walk in happiness all the time. It's by in here and not letting that one right. Okay, but there is a call on you to start looking for what you want out of life. Stop worrying about what life's dealing you. Start you dealing life. Okay, dealer's privilege. You want to be the dealer. Okay, which can be stressful. It's time to take a big breath out. It's a lot. Okay, but we've got to start somewhere. We've got to start somewhere, Ashton. Okay, because there is a new, there's a new horizon. There's a new start. It was in the group reading for everyone. There's a new start waiting for you. But what it's waiting for you. It's going to fall in your lap one day. Okay, it's waiting for you to make those choices and come into that heart space and go, hey, I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to stand up for myself. This will bring you confidence. This will empower you. And when we start, this is when we have the little victories, and that's when we start to move forward, because we change. We are the change. Ashton, you are the change. Okay? It's all within you, but it starts with you making that step of shutting down the negativity. Okay? And getting out of that head. Stop playing scenarios. You don't know the future. You know it when you get there. And by the time you get there, it'll be the past. Okay? But get out of there. Your sacral's all out of alignment. I don't know if you know your chakras, but you need to ground and tune everything up. Okay? And I'll get you a happy card. And your happy animal card is Bee Spirit. Sweet results await. Sweet. I hope that's helped you.
Ashton, bring your focus to your heart chakra. What I want you to do, I want you to really focus on your heartbeat. Really bring your focus to your heartbeat. I want you to be aware of your heartbeat right this moment. There's two doors, and both of them are unknown, but you've been pulled into both doors at this moment. You don't know which one to go to, and you don't know what the right decision is going to be. This could be the right decision, or this one could be the right decision, or they could both be the wrong decisions. But wrong decisions don't actually exist. What does exist is the decision that you make. The main aspect here, though, is um, who is pushing you to make a decision, because it doesn't feel that you want to make any decisions. It feels like you're being pushed to make some form of decision. Um, someone seems to, or something seems to be in control mm, of your self-worth at this moment. So there's a lack of self-worth. You do have positive, you are positive, you do have positive thoughts, but something around you is, yeah, this seems to be speaking to you. I'm getting a lot of pressure in my ear. And it feels like the neck and shoulder area is, it just feels out. So your right side feels out at this moment. Uh, your heart chakra is closed off and it can be open. You can open it to receive what you need to receive, but it feels that there's a lot of uncertainty in what is going on around you at this moment. Um, Brooke mentioned the sacral, and I'll mention the sacral as well. Your sacral chakra is out, but so is your solar plexus, and which is affecting a lot of it. Start speaking. You're not speaking enough of your truth, what is right for you, what you'd like to do. Um, Feels like there's the same message as before, but not about saying no at this moment. It's more about you speaking exactly what is right and true for you, to speak it in such a way that you are comfortable with yourself again. It feels like you haven't been comfortable enough in your own skin. Um, I'd say this to everyone: take time out for yourself, gather your thoughts, know what is right for you, and act upon that which is right for you. As Brooke mentioned, be in control again, because it does seem like you're not in control and you are just going along for a ride at this moment. Get out of the passenger side and jump into the driver's side. Start driving in the direction you want to go. Those two doors that are in front of you, you can go whichever way you choose, but make sure that's the choices that are right for you. Make sure that the decision that is right for you, not for anybody else. Um, Work on your base chakra, keep yourself grounded. And that's where you're going to really find the power within you to actually be more confident within yourself as well. You are lacking confidence, and that's something that seems to be controlling. I do feel that you have shoulder issues. Right shoulder is what I'm picking it up in the back, though, towards your shoulder blade. Um, and it brings me back to your throat as well. So that's all connected um, towards your throat chakra. Your throat chakra, or your throat feels like someone's crushing you. It does feel like you've been squeezed and you're not speaking enough. Start speaking out. The more you speak, the more you release. So the more you have to say, which eventually gets to the point where you don't have to say too much. You'll just be able to say exactly what you're required to say. But at this moment, you need to just get it out there. Go out into nature. Again, nature is the best place to go and do this. Go out to nature and just scream, just let it all out, and just release whatever it is that you're holding on to, and you'll start to feel a lot lighter as well. A lot of baggage on you. A lot of stuff from the past is what you're carrying with you. Let it go. Um, Everything that happened has happened. You cannot change it. You can accept it. Um, as we accept that which has happened, we can let it go. But most of the time, we hold on to things because we can't accept that they happened the way that they did. It did. You cannot change it. Doesn't matter how many times you run it in your mind. You cannot. You can just think about it. So it could have been like this, or it could have been like that, or could have done this, and I could have done that. Doesn't matter. You did exactly what you did, and you went, and you are where you are right now, and all of that is still exactly as it has occurred. If it was a movie, you can't undo it. So just accept it. Let it go. Just don't hold on to it any longer. Um, now, your heart chakra, again, this is where we are. Focus on your heart chakra, focus on your heartbeat, focus on your breathing, and keep yourself grounded. Be in the present moment. Your chakras can do a lot, you can do with a lot of work. Go and find someone who can do a healing. Um, go and get some body work done. Someone who can go deep tissue and really work on. It's not just your chakras, but your meridians are out. There's a lot of meridians that I feel that are blocked. There's a lot of there are a lot of blockages within you which can be released, and that is something you can go find someone who can actually do some physical work on you, some real good body work, acupuncture, acupressure. Um, I'm not one for Reiki. I don't really care for Reiki myself personally, but if that suits you, go and do some Reiki. But anything which is energetic and body work as well, so physical and energetic as well. I hope that's helped you.
Okay. Oh, that Kathy. She can sort you out. You want to do past life stuff. Okay, and that was donated by James Dorian, the Divine Sovereign Messenger. I think I posted to his page, posted to his group. Okay, so no one else wants reading? Of course you want readings, don't you? Okay, people, I have a reading to give away, paid forward by the talented and lovely lady who has recently saved money on coffee for some reason. So I've been told. Okay, and if you would like a reading, let's see.
You go make coffee.
I reckon. Let's see. Pick a number between 80 and 100, and whoever gets the lucky number gets the reading donated by Cindy. Or if you want a guaranteed reading, Brooke, can you? Yeah, Geraldine, you can use that as a Jedi mind trick. When someone's projecting at you, you can pull your energy through, pull their energy through you. Okay, and just keep pulling it straight out the back. And if you got someone like in authority that's trying to tell you what to do, you just pull their energy straight through you, straight out the back, and it works like the Jedi mind trick if you do it right. Or you can push love from your heart into their heart. There's a lot of ways you can do it. Okay, it's between 80 and 100 people. Timothy, between 80 and 100. Let's see. I better look back to make sure people. No one's got it yet. Still, have another go, people. Have another go. Okay, 3,000 people have done 91. Not quite. More like about 2,000. There's not that many people watching. Okay. Okay, have another go, people. Have another go. Yep. Okay. Lynn, you're up. Okay, Lynn. Lynn, can you just focus on your heart space, please? Lynn, you ever get the thoughts come straight to your head out of nowhere? And you're like, yep, no, not happening. Look, Lynn, your main spread, all these cards are inverted. Okay, they're all acting as blocks. Okay, or they're all a struggle. Okay, the universe is saying, "Come on, Lynn. Come on, Lynn. We need you to make a move." Okay. Okay, because it feels like you're at a crossroads. There's more within you than you give yourself credit for, Lynn. There's more within you. In a spiritual sense, there's more to be unlocked. There's more to be known. There's more brewing around. Okay. Okay, the universe is waiting for you to make a choice to stand up. Because at the moment, the first card I've got for you is take note of intuitive messages. This is inverted. This is telling me that your guidance system, your internal guidance system, your inner self, all aspects of you is going, hey. Okay, it's going, hey, what about this? Pops into your head straight away. Okay, and then as soon as that pops in, the ego steps in and goes, wait a second, we can't do that because of that. I don't feel like doing this because of this and this and rah, rah, rah. And who's running the show at the moment? Okay. Okay, because you've got taken note of intuitive messages and they're not being, look at the bottom of your main pile, I've got the hunter, track down your fears and your desires. That is what you hope to achieve and working out what's stopping you. Okay, in between those, luck's on your side. So that's the universe saying, come on. You need to make that choice. You need to, when you're presented with the choices, which way do you want to go about it? Because no one else can do it. You're the only one, Lynn, that can do it. Okay? It's not going to always be convenient. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's confronting. Sometimes we don't want to do it. But it just keeps coming in there for a reason. Okay? So the intuition, or it's your ego, or it's a psychic attack. Either way, it needs to be looked at. It needs to be dealt with, because the main action card I've got I got the High Priestess, harness the mystic power. That's inverted. That's the universe saying, come on, Lynn, you can do it. It's well within your pay grade. Time to step up. It's time to make that choice. It's time to move forward. Because there's all these things that you want in life right now, but you have to create them. Okay? The universe is waiting for you to tell your story. It's waiting you to just step in and go, yep, I'm going to do it. I'm going to listen to my intuition. No one else can train it for you. You can do 100,000 courses. They don't mean shit unless we do the work. It's time to step into your power and time to step in and do the work. Because moving forward, I've got the Sage card inverted. Be devoted and committed. Okay, this is your inner self saying, come on, knowledge is power. Be devoted and committed. But it starts with you. Because until you do so, it's going to be hard to stand ground. Okay, it's going to be hard sometimes to always respond with grace. Why? Because when we don't do the work, we're on autopilot. We're pretty much on autopilot. We're on autopilot. We are not making as many choices as we think we are. Very little choices, actually. We turn into reaction machines. That's why we have to start, when the intuition cuts in, we have to start listening to it and acting upon it. Okay? That's how we tune in. That's how we do it. Yeah, my intuition told me to come on early today, not to come on late, so I come on early. Yeah, could have been the ego. I don't know. One of the two told. But what I'm getting at is you've got to listen to that, okay? Because there's knowledge there, there's power there. The universe is just waiting for you to step it up, okay? And get rid of this struggle that you always seem to be caught in. You make some steps forward and then you get into this struggle. And you're like, oh, I feel so stagnant. I don't think, yeah. Okay, it's still circumstances still running the show. Time for you to start being the creator that you need to be. That all starts with you. And your happy card is Starfish Spirit. Be open to infinite possibilities. But you have to create those possibilities. I hope that's helped you, Lyd.
Still, I'm just going to mention that I only want to call you Barry for some reason, but we do know what the reason is. So I'll actually use the name Lynn. Not that I know that. I get you to focus on your heart chakra, please. Now, just tell yourself what you're afraid of. Tell yourself what you're hiding from, and listen to it for yourself. Hear it within yourself what your fear is. All I keep picking is that, I keep feeling that you're hiding. There's a hiding. You're hiding. You're hiding, and you're hiding because of fear of something that's something that you don't want, or someone you don't want to know, or there's something there, but it is a fear that you're holding on to. There's a lot of things we want, and I do say we here at this moment because it applies to all of us. We want, and we want. The more we want, the less we shall get, because our want is something that is not achievable. The ego can actually get what it wants, because that's what it actually wants. The ego wants a new boyfriend, girlfriend, house, car, clothes, whatever it might be. That's the ego. And the ego will do whatever it can to actually get that, which is the distraction from the true self. We're not separate from the ego. We can't be separate from the ego. The ego and ourselves are part and parcel. We're one with the ego. What has occurred, though, is we've allowed the ego to be in control. It's time to take control of the ego itself. And the ego is what is afraid more than anything. It's the ego that feels that fear. It's the ego that wants to hide. And the ego is very strong at this point of time. And it wants so much, but it doesn't want to be seen or acknowledged, because it likes where it's hiding. It likes not being known. It likes, because it actually gets its power from hiding within us, because it is ourselves that we are hiding from ourselves. That's what we truly hide from. That is what we truly fear. We fear ourselves. We hide from ourselves. When you can acknowledge yourself for who you are and start working openly and speaking openly and truthfully, because that is another aspect of ego. It doesn't like to be truthful. It likes to actually spread lies. Start speaking truthfully to yourself and start speaking truthfully to everyone around you. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks or presumes about what you speak. If you know it is your truth, you speak it. Stop hiding. And when you stop hiding, ego will stop hiding. And when the ego comes to the surface, you can actually deal with it. And once you deal with that, you'll start to see a whole world before you shift from what you see to how it can be seen. Most people only see through the ego's eyes because that's what likes to see. When you understand how to work within yourself, when you can understand yourself, how you start to understand the world will be very different to what you're presuming right this moment. Because that's what you have, a lot of presumptions of how things can be. Our intuition is, well, we all have an intuition and we're all very strong with our intuition, but we don't allow it to come to the surface because we want. And that want is because of ego. And ego is always going to be that straitjacket that we keep putting on. Open yourself up, reveal yourself for who you are, show yourself, and stop hiding. And you'll start to see how you will start to heal, and the issues that you've been carrying and holding on to can be released as well. But until then, you will be exactly where you are right this moment, thinking exactly the same way as you're thinking. Ground yourself, stop thinking too much, start feeling, and be aware that you are not what you're feeling, because that has a lot to do with it as well. We feel a lot of things, but we're not able to distinguish that which we're feeling to whom we are. Get to know yourself and get to know what you're feeling to exist there. That which we feel and that which feels it. There are people around that you can speak to who can assist you, but as Brooke mentioned, if you don't do the work yourself, no matter how many people we go around to, no matter how many lessons we go and get, no matter how many teachings we look into, if we don't do the work ourselves, we'll always be exactly where we are, wanting. And at this point of time, you're in the wanting stage. You can get past that, but that is all up to you. I hope that's assisted you.
Okay, now we have Belinda. Do not pick a number that's old. Marie, are you still around, Marie? Looking for Belinda and Marie. Yeah, Lynn, I got like really heavy around the thymus between the throat and the heart. A real heavy spot. Belinda, you're here. You just have to Belinda, Marie, because you pretty much came up the same time, just under Lynn with the pick a number. So I'll do one for you. But Belinda has paid for a reading, so is donated. So Belinda, you're up. Okay. Belinda, if you could just focus on the heart space, that space in your heart. Big breath in, hold it for a bit, then big breath out. And relax. Just do that a couple of times for me. Gazelles, mate, I'm not a master. I'm just me.
I'm a master of drinking coffee.
Belinda.
Yes, master.
Well, there's so much potential, Belinda. There's so much potential within. But it's getting shut down. It's getting shut down. Okay. Look, unless you're just here for entertainment, you're looking for information that can assist. At the moment, Glinda, it's within you and you're ignoring it. Okay? Because I've got some great cards here that are saying, yeah, get on top, get in, get it happening. Beautiful cards, but they're inverted. Okay? And when they come out inverted, this is the struggle. This is what's not happening. Okay, your first card is trust your instincts. Okay? This means you're worried about what other people think. You worry about how it's going to, you worry about all this stuff you're trying to make decisions on, and you're not trusting your instincts. What are you worried about how it's going to look to other people? Are you worried? What's going on? This is going to cause, I don't know if you're just trying to please everyone or try to keep everyone happy. Okay, but we don't need this. We don't need this validation. We love our family. We do things for them. But at the same time, we need to set boundaries. We need to set boundaries in a lot of areas of life. Because I got trust your instincts. And your bottom card is inverted too. Intend and create. But what are you worried that it's going to affect other people's lives? It looks like you're worried about you stepping out and doing it is that you wanted to do, or you moving forward, or you making the choices to make yourself happy, or you're listening to your instincts and it's not going to sit right with some other people. Well, then, what are you going to do? Your instincts are talking to you for a reason. Okay, but it seems like there's this back and forward. You don't want to butt heads with anyone. You're worried about butting heads with people. You're worrying about too much about what other people think. The universe is saying, come on, this is going to end in draining. Okay, we end up looking for validation in what others think about us. We all do it to a degree. And even the ones that don't do it still love it when someone says something nice about us or gives us a compliment. Okay, but the moment you're made to intend, I've got intend and create. This is about you creating at the moment. That's inverted. You're not listening to your instincts. You're worried about what other people think, and the universe is sitting here. I've got all your guides, your aspects of you saying, "Come on." You're like, well, that's just the way it is. No, it's not the way it is. Says who? Okay. I've got your team, yourself, whatever you want. They're waiting there. They're there to help you. They're there to assist you. They're twiddling their thumbs. Your instincts, your gut instincts are giving you the information, and you don't want to believe it. You don't want to believe it, or you don't want to acknowledge it. Okay? And we've got to move past this. If you want some change, you want things to move better, we got to move past it. Okay? Because I got the broken arrow come up, moving into the future. The broken arrow, let go of the need to be right. Broken arrow, make peace. You're worried about change. This looks like fear of change because you don't know how things are going to work out. When you start making your choices, when you start following your instincts, the universe is like, come along, come along, come along. You don't know what the unknown's going to turn out, and that scares you. And it's holding you back at the moment. Okay, that's because you've created all these things around you that this is how it works. This is how my life is. Your heart, your instincts, they're all trying to jump out and go, hey, come on, let's go, let's run, let's stand, let's do, let's create. And then it comes time to, and you're like, oh, wait a sec. I got to go and do that. Oh, I'm worried about that over there. What if that doesn't happen? Okay. That's the ego stepping in and going, fear, fear, fear. Keep us in the known, known, known. And this is running the show at the moment. Okay. There's no way around it. Well, you just step out of the comfort zone, do something crazy, do something you've always wanted to done. Well, next time someone invites you someone, right? Listen to that first little prompt, that first inkling of a prompt before you start to think. It'll be a yes or a no. And if it's a yes, and then you go, no, I can't afford it, or I can't, right? Get rid of that second one, okay? Because your instincts are trying to guide you, trying to lead you, and fear's holding you back. And there's no way around it. It's just the unknown. Okay? Because you're always looking forward, so far forward into the future and how things are going to turn out that you're missing what's happening in the present. When it's already in front of you. Anxiety, well, then you're taking on energies and worries and fears. See, what you're doing is you're feeding a fear. That's what anxiety does. Your ego tells you the fear, and then you feed that thought. You feed it, and you dwell on it. When you've just got to tell that thought to bugger off. It takes practice. It takes time. You have to go to battle. It doesn't happen overnight. But you continue to stand up against it, it will happen. Have you ever tried not worrying about things? It does actually work. That's what I do. That's what Stathi does. When it comes up, when it needs to be dealt with, it gets dealt with. But when you're not dealing with it, I got to make that phone call tomorrow. I got to make that phone call tomorrow about that bill. I got to make that phone call about that. You don't see, you keep thinking like that all night. You're going to stress until you make that phone call. Okay, I got to make a phone call tomorrow. Okay, boom, end of it. These are some of the basics that we need to take those creative steps to take charge and accountability so we can get ourselves out of those fear, because that anxiety that's running riot, and you don't want that. You're letting it run riot. It's easier said than done, but everything's easier said than done. It takes effort. But what can you do now, Belinda? What can you do now that will help you now? It comes down to now. Okay? The mouse spirit. Tend to the small things. Okay? Start with the small things. I try, just do or don't. There's no try. You either do or you don't. Just start doing. And when you fail to do, just remember, fail's just an undesired outcome. Then you do again till you get it right. It doesn't matter. It's not a blame game. It's about just doing. That's the intention. That's the creation. Time to create. Trying's like saying, oh, maybe I'll create later. Later doesn't exist. Okay. I hope that's helped you, Belinda. Okay. Go for it.
Oh.
Go for it.
Can
I get you to focus on your heart chakra, please? I work backwards from what Brooke said at this moment, but I'll go into something else afterwards. At this moment, I can try to grab my cup. It's not doing anything. I'm acknowledging that I'm not getting my cup. Now I got my cup. I did it. I actually just did it. I went ahead and did it. Don't have to try. When we try to do something, we're always thinking about doing it. That's what trying actually is, thinking about doing it. So we're not really doing it. We just go out and do it. I would only repeat what Brooke has already mentioned. So I don't really have much to say other than meditate. I just read that. Meditate. Yeah, meditation is great. Meditation is everything. Meditation literally is to be present, to be in the here and now, being aware of where you are. Meditation is when you're walking, being aware of the steps. Meditation is being aware of your breath. Can you be aware of your heartbeat? That is meditation. That is focus. Meditation is based on focus. When we focus on ourselves, we start to feel what it is ourselves is trying to say to us, what it wants to say to us. And ourselves, we don't have a self. We are ourselves. We don't have an ego. We are an ego. We don't have things. We are what we believe we have. Certain things we just cannot possibly have it. But certain things we do have. We have an education. So we're not really our education, except we have a tool to use. If you look at the body as a tool, if you don't maintain that tool, it's useless. It can't do what it's designed to do. So we meditate by focusing on ourselves. Now, are you having issues around your collarbone area, around your collarbone area, around it's below your throat? It's not really your throat I'm picking up on, and it's not your heart chakra, but it is around this area here, around your collarbones. It feels like there's a blockage from your throat to your heart. It feels as though there's something heavy that you're really carrying with you, and it's more of an excuse for you to not do certain things. It just feels like an excuse. It doesn't really feel like um, it is a physical thing. It's more of an energetic thing. I feel it also has a lot to do with your breathing, and that is caused by what you just mentioned earlier, which is your anxiety. Your anxiety is because you're overthinking situations. You're overthinking on what could be. You're overthinking on how it could be, how it will turn out. Stop, as Brooke mentioned as well. If you're going to do something tomorrow, just acknowledge you're going to do it. Leave it. When the tomorrow comes, which you'll never see, but when it does come, this is when it's going to happen. It will happen in the moment that it's supposed to happen. You're overthinking things and you're holding on to things, and that seems to be a pattern tonight as well. A lot of people are overthinking things, thinking about the future too much, and creating the future based on things that have happened in the past. Be present, keep to yourself. Uh, Sometimes we need to keep our attention and our focus on exactly where it is in the moment. So learn to be present, learn to be here and now. And if your mind starts to run a million miles an hour, ignore, let it go. Don't give it too much attention. If you what they speak of the monkey mind, and this is what most people will actually do. A thought will come to mind and they follow that thought, and it jumps from one thought to another thought, or as they say, the monkey mind, one branch to another tree, and to another tree with plenty more branches, and they're all just thoughts, creating all these ideas and situations that have not even occurred. And that's where anxiety comes from. Your anxiety is only based on your over focusing on the situation that has not occurred and could possibly occur. It's not your throat, it's actually below your throat chakra. Your throat chakra itself There's other stuff there that's going on with your throat chakra, but that again comes down to the way that you're thinking more than anything else. If you start to speak about, I have anxiety, do you actually have it? Do you really have it? Has someone told you you have it? And have you taken that upon yourself? I have this, or I have that, or I feel this and I feel that. You see, we can actually associate to them and allow them to control us, or we can actually sit back and say, okay, well, is this what I really have? Or is it something completely different to what I want to believe? So start focusing on yourself. Keep yourself grounded. Be present. Start watching the world unfold and stop presuming it should be or should not be in the way that it is as you acknowledge it. Because this is what we have. We have this moment and how things are. Do we want them to be different? Yeah, I'd like to have $1 million in my bank account. That's not occurring. Can I? Maybe one day. Maybe. Who knows? But at this moment, this is how things are for me. This is how things are for you. As you start to keep yourself in the present moments and focusing on yourself, start meditating more, be present more often. Don't overthink situations. Don't worry about what happened, because a lot of the stuff that we create for the future is based on what happened yesterday, because we don't want it to happen again, or we want something similar to happen again. It's all still based on the past itself. I accept this moment for what it is and how. Yes, I've benefited, told. Yes, you benefited, told. I guess I have been told. So you might have to write that again. Keep your focus in the moment. Allow the moment to unfold the way that it is unfolding. Accept it, acknowledge it, accept it, be grateful for it. And as you start to accept the moment for what it is, you'll start to see that things will change. That's when change occurs, when we accept this moment. If we can't accept it, it keeps presenting itself to us. So as we accept the moment and we'll say, thank you. If there's a lesson there, thank you for teaching me a lesson. If there's no lesson, thank you for showing me what it is. Let it move on. Let the next stage come in. And again, we appreciate and accept and are grateful for each moment as it comes to us. Work on your sacral area. Your sacral needs a lot of work, and so does your base chakra. They're the main two areas. Solar plexus is out. Learn how to do some cord cutting as well, and that will assist you. As you learn the cord cutting and you start letting go of the things or the individuals that you're holding on to, yeah, being told I have anxiety, that makes sense. So you can either accept it, that what you've been told is true. I don't believe what I get told.
I got a pouch that helps with that.
There's a lot of things that we get told by professionals that I question, and I do my own research and look into things for myself. Anxiety itself is something that, look, I've known people who state they've gone through anxiety, and each one is a different case altogether. It depends on how you want to really look into things and how deep you want to go into it to understand why it is occurring. And anxiety itself is presuming that something is going to occur which is not occurring. So keep your focus on your bottom two chakras. Learn to do some cord cutting, and that's going to really assist you. Always focus on your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is our healing energy. This is where we get most of the healing energy. There are other forms of healing energy that we do receive. Now, the blockage is, look, I do feel the blockage is because your heart chakra is actually closed. It's not overly closed, but you're not open to receiving what you can be receiving at this point in time. So learn to open your heart chakra. As that opens up and the energy starts to flow, and that's what you're feeling here. It's the blockage between your energy that's not flowing naturally through you. So it's creating the blockages that you're feeling. You're holding up. A lot of the stuff that you have is past tense. So you'll be feeling a lot of stress on your shoulders and your back. Again, sit down, meditate, bring your focus to yourself, out in nature. If you've been listening to what I've been saying to others, do that as well. Go into nature, be in the moment, appreciate the moment for what it is, listen to what is occurring in the moment as it's occurring. And if you feel that you need to shout, which could assist you in the blockage as well, I think it's something a little bit more than just a blockage, though. Let it out, shout, scream, and do it in a way that is going to make you feel comfortable. And again, when you do shout, and this is to everyone, if you get into nature, like if there's people around, that's up to you how comfortable you are. Personally, I'd rather there's no one around, but if there are people around, it doesn't really matter. Scream, let it out, and you'll feel this release. You'll feel the release as you let it all out. And just keep yourselves present, keep yourselves in the moment. Allow the moment to unfold, appreciate it, so be grateful for it. We have so much to be grateful for in this moment. And if we can't accept this moment, always wanting something outside of this moment, that's where we're going to be, outside of this moment, wanting something that we don't actually have, which again creates anxiety. But I hope that's assisted you. Work on yourself. Do a lot of work on yourself. You have a lot that, everyone has the potential, but the potential is useless if we don't actually go for it. If we don't do the work, if we don't actually do something in the moment. Again, stop thinking about yesterday, stop thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow, and just be here in the moment and appreciate it for what it is.
Belinda and everyone, all day, every day, I catch myself going into the monkey mind and going, whoa, stop. And cleaning myself and grounding myself all day, every day. It's a continual process. You know, when you've grounded and you've come out of your monkey mind because you feel your vibration rise, you feel your crown open. And you're like, okay, I'm present. I'm now present again. But you don't just do a couple of meditations and then you naturally do it. It's continual. You can remind yourself.
Nothing. You can send me a message. Sorry, Brooke, I didn't realize you.
Yeah, you're right.
Continue. I was going to say, Kathy, you can actually get me on my page, Healing with Stathi. You can send me a message there. I do one-on-ones in private. Go on, Brooke.
Man, those things help. Where was that? Where was what?
Healing with Stathi.
Yeah, it should be in the show notes. All the links are in the show notes.
All links are in the show notes, yeah.
And all the links that are not in the show notes are not in the show notes. All the links that are in the show notes are in the show notes. Glad we cleared that up. Okay, Marie. Marie, are you next? Marie, because you got a donated reading from Cindy as well. Both of you came in at the same time. They come at the same time. It just depends on the latency. You know what I mean? So, okay. Okay, Marie. Marie, you are weighed down. You're seriously weighed down. What are you holding on to? It feels like you're heavy in baggage. You're heavy in something. You're heavy. There's stuff you're carrying around, and it is heavy. And it's stopping you from using your voice. You know what? You have options. You can go around on this wheel. You can say, I'm just going to do this, this, and this. Go really rigid. Hope that it works. Fingers crossed. We can start stepping into the truth, stepping into your truth, being honest with yourself, brutally honest, and release all this. Because I just feel a huge burden, huge weight. Okay? Look, here. This is in the middle of your main pile. New start's coming. But that is for you to create. Because the first card I've got for you is the Autumn card. This is inverted. Release the old and rest. This is stuff from the past that you're hanging on to. Okay? Hanging on past hurts, hanging on to past judgments, reliving the memories, using it as, hey. I mean, I did this when I was young. I was in a marriage and she did some things. She cheated on me, and I could, instead of playing the blame game and going, oh, it was all their fault, which I did at first, I could be honest with myself and look at what I brought to the table and be true to myself and go, well, that's what she brought to the table. What did I bring to the table? Because that's all I'm accountable for at the moment. At the moment, there seems to be too much old crap. Well, it's family. Family always got issues. That's their issues. Okay? It's for them to work out. And if you've worked out those issues, maybe you can assist them with some tools. If they want to use the tools, that's up to them. But all you can do is offer them tools. You can't fix people. You can't do it for them. Okay? Okay, and if you're trying to do it, okay, and if you're trying to do it for them, it's not working. Okay, you got to focus on yourself. There has to be things that we have to accept if we like it or not. Okay, but you can't go around carrying everyone else's burdens if you love them or not. Okay, because I got the shapeshifter, that's inverted. Transform and unveil your gifts. This is in your main pile, but you know what? Release the old and rest is inverted, and that's your first main card. You want things to change? You need to let go. Marie, there's things that you need to let go of, because in the moment, you're giving all your energy to other people's stuff, and you're not looking at your own stuff and wondering why we get stagnant, wonder why things aren't going how we planned. Because your main action card, I've got the Shouting Master. Be graceful in a movement and action. This is inverted. Okay? And be a queen. A queen bee is inverted too. This starts to go into control. There's control. It feels there's control happening. Like people are responsible for how you feel at the moment. We've got to get out of this. These are the basics that we shouldn't have in our society. These are the basics that we've got to get rid of. You're dependent on how people you react to you, that you think you are. The ego thinks you owe it to them. And it's not about them, it's about you. But you just need to let go and wash away so much crap in your life and just let it fall off so that new start can come in, because there's more than meets the eye with you. Yes, I have let go. I am ready to move on. Well, I've got one of the most powerful cards just underneath your main action pile. The Knight. Be brave and honest. This is the most confronting card. This is the hardest card. This is when we start being brutally honest with ourselves, and it's not easy. Okay? But the moment when we start being brave and honest, there's going to, the old part of us, the I am, is going to slip in some, it's going to try to distract you and say, oh, yeah, but because of that, you can't do that because of that, you can't do that because of that. That's all bullshit. Okay? Illusionary obstacles. There's obstacles that are placed around you, whether you put them there or not, whether someone else has put them around. Okay? It's an illusion. It's nothing set in stone. You get this stuff around you. It's time to be brave and honest and go, you know what? I can make the change. I can make the choices. I've got so much transformation. And your second to last card is the Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. That's saying that the potential's there. That's saying that the powers is there. There's all this change. There's a truth card. There's a new start. It's all just waiting for you to take control and understand that all these, oh, I've got to do this because of that, and I've got to do that because of that. We do have responsibilities, but there's so much that you've placed around yourself on your shoulders, burdens that are not yours, that you've placed there. So you can, makes it easier just to stay where we are. But you're on the verge. You know, the opportunity's there on the verge of moving forward. So it's the shapeshift. It's time to spin this card around. Okay, but that card, transform and unfeel your gifts, won't budge until you release the old and rest it and put it to rest. Okay? It's just waiting. It's just waiting. It's all waiting for you to go, to step in and let go. And then the old stuff tries to drag you back, and then you have that tug of war. It's part of the thing. That's what we do. We're at war. We're always at war. But we're the creator. When you just create, then you don't have to battle anything. You just have to create. But that's a story for another time. Okay, and your last card, your animal spirit guide card is the Dear Spirit. Bring a gentle touch. Come from the heart space, bring it a gentle touch. Okay? And with the Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action, inverted. Don't bite anyone's heads off, please. Be nice. They probably had it coming, but that's not the point. You're better than that. I hope that's helped you.
Maroon. And this is for everyone to do this. We've all heard the phrase where focus goes. Now, I say where focus goes, energy grows. Others will say where focus goes, energy flows. We can work with both of them. Yeah. You don't have to do this now, but at some point, here's something for all of you to try out. And this will apply to you in a moment, and you'll see how this works. You grab a picture or look at a painting or a photo, it doesn't matter what it is. Don't look at anything in particular. but just look at the whole picture as a whole. And then set your focus on one part of that photo or picture. And when you set your focus, and this is what the saying is, where focus goes, energy grows. When you set your focus on a part of the picture, that part that you're focusing on stands out a lot more. That's you giving it energy. So you see, we're creators of our own reality. We're creators of the situations that we're in. If there is something going on and you're focusing on it, you're giving it energy. So it just grows and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So if there's a situation and you're focusing on that situation will stand out a lot more than the picture that's already there, than all the whole picture. We create, and we are great creators. And the part that we don't really understand as well is that we project. We project our own issues on that which we're focusing on as well. Because what we're focusing on, it might have its own story, but we're projecting a story that we want it to be, that we believe it is. So we're creating a situation when there is no situation. We're focusing on it, we're giving it energy, it's growing, then it grows out of proportion. And then we think, oh, I've got family issues, I've got this issues, I've got those issues, every issue happens. Well, the more you focus on an issue, the more energy you give it, and you make it your own. This is how we create our own situations. Look at a picture, focus on every aspect of it, look at it as a whole, look at little parts of it, don't focus too long. Be aware of what's going on and let it go. And you'll see that it doesn't become an issue afterwards. And the issue is only there because you keep your focus on it and you keep feeding it your focus, and your focus is the energy that you're feeding it. We all do that. Um, you have a lot of heaviness on you. The heaviness, I could say, is old, dark heaviness all around you. You're too much on the issues themselves that are around you, and not enough on yourself. You're completely ungrounded. There's no, I can't find points to actually say to you, you're grounded, or you can do this to ground yourself. You need to do a lot of work on yourself. Um, you need to focus, learn, go, look into, read up, listen to YouTubes. There's so much about the chakras. There's so much about the auras. So much about the energy points within the body. You can do with a lot of body work, and all your chakras are out at this moment. You speak, but what you're speaking is creating more issues. Your words create issues as well. It's not just your focus; it's the words, our thoughts. As we think it, we speak it, and as we speak it, it presents itself to us. Start speaking more positive. Don't involve yourself in issues that are not yours, and you'll start to see that they will start to fade away. If you don't give attention to something, if you don't pay attention to something, listen to the word pay attention to a situation, it'll go away. It does go away. But the more you pay attention to something, the more you're giving it the energy, and the more you're holding on to it, and the more you feed it afterwards. You're creating a lot of the stuff for yourself. This is all you. Um, Learn what the chakras are all about. Start with your base chakra. See how that works and how it's associated to your body. Every aspect of these are energy points. All of it is energy. We're all energy. Every chakra is energy. Um, your chakras are also associated to what you call angels. They're messengers. They have messages to give us. Your angels are not those beings with wings, so you can look for them as much as you want. When you start to acknowledge what the chakras truly are and how they work for us, apply them back to yourself. Learn how they're associated to the body. Work out which part of your body is feeling whatever it is that it's feeling, what chakra is associated to it. Look at the meridians, look at the energy points throughout your body, and start to work on yourself. Don't focus on what's happening around you. Be aware of it. I'm not saying not to be aware of what's happening around you. Be aware of it. Just don't give it too much attention. Stop paying attention to it. Bring your attention and pay attention to yourself. Keep it to you, because this is all you and you're doing. Whatever issues are out there, let them be. Let them be. Bring your focus back to yourself. What makes you comfortable? What makes you happy? Focus on that. walking down the street, going shopping. Is that what keeps you happy? Well, whatever, each to their own, I say on that aspect of it. What makes you happy? Focus on that and give energy to that. But most importantly, focus on your chakras. Learn how they're associated to your body, and you'll start to notice how your body will change to adapt the way that you see yourself. Look in the mirror. Are you happy with what you see? Are you happy with yourself? If not, why? Why have you created the situation not to be happy with yourself? Because it does feel that you are not happy with who you are. And it's easier to keep your focus around you than bring your focus back to you. Bring it back to you, and you'll see the changes occur. Make the change that you're looking for. And it starts with yourself. And as you start to be more positive with yourself, you'll start to draw and attract that which is positive as well. At this moment, you're negative with yourself, so you see the negative all around you. You are projecting what you're seeing because you're not comfortable with who you are. Come back to you, learn about you, learn about your energy, and you'll start to see how things will shift for you. I hope that's helped you.
Hey, Ali.
You're
There you
on
go.
mute.
I think you're on
Hey,
mute.
Sophia. Hey, Carol. Okay.
I'll be right
Back. Okay. I'm up to date. So if anyone wants a guaranteed reading, please donate for an extended reading. I might run another. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to give away another free reading. Just because I can. So people pick a number between 80 and 100. And let the lucky person get the reading. Crystal, it's between 80 and 100. Okay, Kathy. What, Kathy? What are you waiting? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for, love? Are you waiting? If you're waiting, we wait for circumstances. It's like buying a lottery ticket. Let's see if you're going to buy a lottery ticket. Spend a month programming your subconscious to pick the winning numbers and allowing you to receive it. You got the world's there waiting. Okay. You've got ideas. I don't know if you've got business ideas or you've got some ideas. You've got all this stuff. Kathy, you've got ideas, but you're waiting. What are you waiting for? Okay, we're going to get out of this. This is the victim mentality. Waiting. We're creators. Okay, but you got all the things aren't ready, and I've got to get this, and I've got to get that, and you've got, mate, you got your cards, you got your hand behind your deck, and it's time to get into the game. Okay, because you're waiting. I've got the electric eel. First card I've got for you is electric eel. It's inverted. Bring your ideas to life. Okay, answers. What do you need answers for? All the answers are within. Create that clarity. They'll come to you. Okay, you know this. What would you be telling someone else? You'd be telling someone else, and just go for it. Okay, because look, I've got the rabbit spirit. This is in your main pile. Now is a lucky time, but bringing your ideas to life, there's a block. But next to that's the trust and the science card. Third person, what would you be telling someone else? You'd be going, come on, get it together. It doesn't matter. There's no perfect time. It's just time. There's just now. Okay? So it's time to make that move. It's time to listen to your own advice, Kathy. Time to make the move. Time to bring all those ideas to life. Okay? Because look, I've got the co-fish spirit here, inverted. There's always enough. You're always in. You've got this. This is the reality that you've created around you. This reality of lack. Okay, I was helping a friend that was in business, and they just started their business. They were running out of money, and I gave them some revocations to do, which are like spiritual contracts to break in all sorts of systems that we have around, in banking systems, in government systems, in femininity, masculinity, all these things. I got them started breaking and cleaning the slates. There's all things you can do. But when they worried about money, you put that resistance into the earth of worrying about money. Co-fish spirit, there is always enough. I said to them, say this, smile, stop worrying, and go, show me the money, show me the money, show me the money. And then the next client came in. They were able to pay their bills. Then they went back into worry about the next client. And I had to get them to do it again and focus. So you got to push this out. There's all this fear because I got the bobcat spirit. Life's a mystery. We don't know how things are going to turn out. But if you sit there waiting until you know how things are going to turn out, too late. It's over. It's past. By the time it's the past. By the time you've seen. How many times have you gone, you wanted to do something and you go, oh, I should have done it and that was great, but I didn't. I chose not to because I was waiting for a better time. Stop waiting. Stop waiting, Kathy. Stop waiting for things to line up and be the alignment. Align yourself. Because the universe wants you to step out. Yourself wants you to step out. We just have to make peace that we don't know how things are going to play out. Okay? But, the world is there. There's plenty of stuff there waiting for you, but it's going to stay in the waiting area. It's going to stay in the waiting until you stop waiting. Okay? I really feel like it's time to make a move. Start walking your truth. I've got the dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion. What are you feeding? What ideas are you feeding? You're feeding the lack. You're feeding the fear. Time to stop feeding the fear. Time to go. Yeah. Create. Create, create, create. Because I've got the leap of fortune card inverted and the cause and effect card inverted with judgment in between. There's self-judgment. You're wondering if you have the abilities that you want to do. And this is once again keeping us in fear. Well, if I never try, I can never fail. Okay, but you don't want the cause and effect card is inverted there. Always looking to the future. We don't know. We just have to make peace with that, and you have to step forward in the future, and you have to bring your ideas to life. Okay, the time is right, Kathy. The time is right. I hope that's helped you.
I, I feel that you're in a dark place at this moment, and I don't mean it. I feel it's just a negative space that you're in. Um, I want to tell you focus on your heart chakra, but kept getting pushed away from even stating that. But I am actually going to ask you just focus on your heart chakra. A lot of sorrow, um, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of sorrow. And I don't know if I read that about you just before, but there is a lot of sorrow around you. Um, it's just put you into a dark place where you don't need to be. Um, it was a shock. Your body's in shock. Your system is in shock. There's a lot of uncertainty that you're focusing on, unknowns. There's a lot of unknowns. Now, look, this is not going to sound. This is going to sound harsh, but the unknown is actually a good place to be. Not knowing what is next or what to do is actually a very good space to be in because things can present themselves. This is now all up to you. You can stay where you are and feel sorry for yourself, or you can look at all the opportunities that will arise now. And they are opportunities. Um, the main thing at this moment is a sadness, and it's pretty much in control of your thought process. So there's a lot of your energy itself is just this sorrowness, this sadness, this heaviness, just this real lack of energy or not wanting to do anything, and that's the main energy that I pick up from you at this moment. Um, look, I really don't know how else to get to you. I don't know how to speak to you at this moment. It's not because I don't. It's because it's just there's not much to really say to you because you need to pull yourself out of where you are. You're the one who's in control of yourself, and you do have the power. You just have to look at things very differently to the way that you are looking at them at this moment. Um, Things cannot be undone. What is done cannot be undone. We cannot change how things have unfolded. So you have to start to see things in a way that you probably would never look at. But now it's time to look at things that you haven't been looking at. Time to look at things in a way that you would never possibly even think about looking at them. And that is what's going to pull you out of it. Um, it is time to be in the acceptance stage as well. To accept the position that you're in at this moment. Um, I don't know if you do work on yourself. I don't know if you meditate. I don't know if you know anything about chakras. Um, but your chakras are in shock. Your body is in shock. Your energy itself is it's just a shock that's running through you at this moment. The energy itself is just overwhelming as well. Um, Take time to learn about chakras. Take time to truly understand them. I mentioned it earlier to another one, and I'll mention it again to you. It is time for you to be in control of the situation that you're in. You can allow it to control you and keep yourself in that space that you're in, or you can be in control and bring yourself out of that space that you're in at this moment. Um, Allow yourself to feel, and there's nothing wrong with what you're feeling. Allow yourself to feel it to the fullest extent. Allow yourself to experience what you're experiencing, but don't allow it to control you. Go sit down, cry it all out, scream it out, shout it out, whatever it is that you need to do that. But don't stay in this space for too long, because you're just going to deteriorate. And so I know I do feel within you that you don't want to be where you are, but this is where you are. You have the energy within you to pull yourself out of that. So do that. Before you can move forward, you have to pull yourself out of where you are, because that will, you will deteriorate if you remain in that space that you're in. That negative space, we all go there at some stage. You just happen to be there at this moment. But you are a lot stronger than that, and it's just up to you now, for what you can do and how you're going to do it as well. Be strong. Hopefully, you have support around you. I do feel that you do have support around you. Be strong, and just start to look at the positives. As I said, I don't really have much. I can't go too deep in where you are, but I hope that has assisted you.
So pick a number. Ellie, you're next.
You're welcome.
How you going, Ellie? How's your pouch going? You wearing it? Look, no matter what we go through, everything happens for a reason. There's a lesson in everything. Okay? But, and when we're in absolute truth, there are no lies. And when we do it to ourselves, because we're blinded by lies, but I'm not saying that you're lying to yourself. But what I'm getting at is we all do to a degree, because your first card, the Water Guardian, it's inverted. Connect with your emotions. This is a foundation of understanding. Okay? Because it's hard for the moment, but you want to fight. You are moving forward. But when we connect with our emotions, we've got to understand why we feel the way we do. And there's the obvious. And then we have to trace them back. This is the work. This is the work that we do. We talk about doing the work. This is one of them. Why do I feel like this? When have I ever felt like this? This is when we start to expose our nerves. Things come to the surface to be dealt with, and they come to the surface to be healed. And most people go, I haven't got time for that. And they wonder why. And they never have time for it. And they're always looking to be healed or being triggered or not understanding their emotions. And we do all sorts of stuff. Okay? when one of the main foundations to healing is when an emotion comes up, one understand that it's not our emotion. Okay, but we are feeling that emotion, and understand when we have felt that emotion. Okay, imagine it like this. Every time you're looking at, say someone's go for a walk every night, and there's these big fences around, and this dog comes near this gate out of nowhere, barks at the last minute, makes you jump every time you walk past there. Okay, you're going to start going, wait a second, that house is coming up. Let's expect this dog to do what he's going to do, and then I'm not going to jump. I'm not going to go, oh fuck, and then go into fear and flight. But with our emotions, most of us do that all our lives. But when we go for a walk, we can go, oh, okay, the dog's there. But we never look at our emotions and go, okay, why is that emotion coming up? And then we get into relationships, we go projecting, and then we walk around in fear, start creating routines because we won't look at our emotions and get to the bottom of it. We do it with other stuff. This is one of the most important foundations. This is beginner stuff. This is still master stuff. We can't get around it. We're in a sea of energy. We're in a sea of emotions. Stop being so hard on yourself. Okay? It's time to be loving and graceful and just go, okay, let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at it. Because at the moment on your main pile, I've got the Immortal Verde Guardian. You're shutting your emotions out because you're scared of them. Because you're going, oh, to be positive, I'm going to be positive. Look, when we can understand our emotions, then we can get to the bottom of them and acknowledge them for what they are. Then it makes it easier to flip them. Or when we get triggered, just go, all right, yeah, I'm getting triggered because of this, and this. Yeah, okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, but we've got to do the work because at the moment I've got the Hunter card on your main pile, which is a concern. Track down your fears and your desires. What is it that you hope, and what is it you hope to achieve, and what is stopping you? Because I know things don't always look good. They don't always look. We can be going through struggling times. Everything happens for a reason. Okay, we know that. But at the moment, your focus is on the fear. I got the Shaman card inverted for your main action card. Trust in higher forces. Cross by the have faith card. Okay, the universe is screaming for out to heal these emotions. Work out what your fears are. So you can just start to stand in your power. Have faith and go, you know what? Whatever, universe, whatever, all good. Let's do it. Let's not do it. Doesn't matter. Okay, the universe, it feels like the universe is waiting for you to understand yourself enough so it can let you let go and start really saying change. There's too much compromise. Oh, because of this, because of that, because of circumstances, because of this. I know it's hard. I know it's not easy. If we wanted the easy game, we'd be on Easy Street somewhere. Okay, we wouldn't come here. We wouldn't be incarnating here if we wanted it easy. Okay, because moving forward, I've got the Lord. This is inverted. Take charge with authority. The universe is waiting for going, Ali, make it happen. We don't know how it's going to turn out. Okay, but it seems like there's this internal conflict happening to and forward in the mind. Okay, that's why we got to understand. The universe is saying, here, look, I'll take that, but you got to give it to me. Okay, because it feels like there's circles. This is saying taking charge. Not relying on other people, relying on yourself. This is something you have to do for yourself. No one else can do for you. But This is why the water goings come up. Get in contact with your emotions in your main pile. It's really important because until you can do that, I've got an unfair judgment blocking taking care of your needs. It's inverted. Your last card, taking care of your needs, inverted. And the card over the top of it is an unfair judgment. That's you because you're still in judgment of yourself. Why didn't I do things this way? Why didn't I make other choices too late? It's in the past. This is circle work. It starts with understanding your emotions and why you're feeling this way and taking back your power, because at the moment, you're in a pinball machine of energies. Okay? And the energies that you're winning are winning. It's time to get in the game, Ali. Get in the game. And then get out of self-judgment. Okay? So you can really, really take care and do it of your needs and do what it is that needs to be done. And your happy card is the pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. Okay, Ali? I hope that's helped you, love.
Ali, I'm going to start with, there's no angelic lady with boots.
I didn't say boots. I said obsession with shoes.
Yeah, well, yeah. Anyway. There's a little bit of humor. Ali, do you know your chakras? Do you know chakras themselves? How aware of them? Are you aware of your chakras? Yes, no, maybe. No response. Okay. Are we still there, El? Yes or no? Okay. You know the basics. You know what heart chakra is, and I want you to focus on your heart chakra at this moment. Now, just listen. Focus on your heart chakra and take a deep breath. And on your count of 3, I want you to release. Now, as you release, I want you to focus, bring a focus to your breathing. Focus, don't just breathe naturally, just normally. Just keep your focus on your breathing. Every time you exhale, as you inhale. What I'd like you to do is focus, when you're inhaling, focus on where your inhale goes to, right around your chest area. Now focus on the exhale and feel it exhaling. Now, what I'd like you to do is focus on the room around you and just listen to it. Just listen to the space that you're in at this moment. Doesn't matter if it's noisy, doesn't matter if it's silent, just listen to it. And start focusing on the different sounds that you can hear, whether it's the wind outside, whether there's someone inside, it doesn't matter what it is, just be aware of the noises, the sounds that are around you at this moment. Oh. All of that around you is happening right now. So you're not in your mind at this moment. You're not overthinking things at this moment. You're just focusing on what is occurring as it's occurring. Your breathing is happening as it's happening. Bring your focus to your heart. I want you to actually feel your heartbeat. You have to put your hand there, put your hand there. That's happening now. Your breathing is happening now. The sound you're hearing, you're listening is happening now. It's all occurring right this moment. Now, pay attention to how peaceful you feel now. There's not much noise in your mind. Bring your focus to your feet. Feel your feet. Feel if you've got shoes on, if not, the floor underneath. That is occurring right now. If you focus outside of this moment, you'll pull into the energy that is around you at this moment. And there's a lot of energy all around every one of us at this moment. Where focus goes, energy grows. As you focus on your senses, feeling is a sense, hearing is a sense, smell. What you smell, that is a sense as well. They're occurring at this moment. As we focus on those senses, we give them more energy, and the more energy that we give them, the more advanced they become. And as they become advanced, they'll be able to pick up a lot of things that we ignore. You've been ignoring yourself and been focusing too much on things outside of you, which most people do. Your chakras are fine, but you can work on them. You can actually work on them a lot more than what you can imagine. And it is good to imagine on how much you can work on them because that'll bring your focus back to yourself. Um, you have a lot that's going on around you, and that is taking so much of your time. It's causing a lot of stuff that don't need to get into here. It's causing a lot of stuff for you, which is distracting more than anything else and causing a lot of weight and pain. And the pain itself is a bit more emotional than it is physical, but the emotional aspect of it is creating the physical parts that you're feeling as well. Doesn't matter what happened, and I'll say this to everyone all the time. Everything happens for a reason. Brooke mentioned it. It does happen for a reason. Now, we can say it shouldn't have happened that way or it could have happened this way. It's irrelevant. That's just creating presumptions afterwards on how things could have unfolded, which creates emotional stress on the body, which creates physical pain afterwards. If you keep focusing on your heart chakra and keep focusing on your heart and keep focusing on your breathing and what you're hearing, what you're smelling and what you're feeling and keeping it in the present moment, you'll start to feel a lot more relaxed instead of focusing in your mind on what things could be happening, how could have been and why they shouldn't have been like that. And it doesn't matter about those. Keep your focus to yourself. And you'll start to feel the lightness that you deserve to feel at this point of time. It is all up to you. You are in control. No one else is in control unless you give it to them. Stop giving control to others and start taking control of yourself, your emotions, your senses, because they are strong. They are nice and strong, but you're just neglecting them at this point of time. And you can do a lot more work with yourself as well. Focus on your base chakra and keep yourself grounded. Your solar plexus and your sacral, they can do work. And the other one that you can do, which most people, if you're not doing it, look into cord cutting. There's two forms of cord cutting. There's the front and there is the back as well. And that is done into solar plexus. As you get more advanced in the understanding of this of the cord cutting, you'll see there are different places where you can actually do cord cutting as well. You can do cord cutting from the heart, from the throat, from the third eye, and so forth. You can do cord cutting from the aura. You can do cord cutting from the body itself as well. There are many forms of cord cutting. Um, these are attachments. They're attachments that we have with others. And it doesn't necessarily mean it is a physical being. It can be an energetic being that attaches itself. So we learn to do that. So look into your cord cutting, understand that, look how to clear yourself up. Start using sage and Palo Santo. Sage is what you require more than anything at this moment. Burn sage, clear your aura. Your aura on your left side, just about here, just next to your head, there's a rip in it. It's a little black, it looks like a little lightning bolt, but it's a black cut. Now you're getting a lot of negativity coming in that side of you, but that's more on your focus as well on what has occurred, past tense, and you're keeping yourself open to receiving all this negative energy that's coming through. Your aura should, your sage should assist with clearing that up. And also, if you can find someone to do some energy, you do need some energy work done to you, and that'll be really beneficial. Brooke mentioned about your pouch. Wear that as often as you can. Wear it everywhere. That will assist you as well from receiving all those energy attacks that you keep getting on a regular basis. Now, unfortunately, there's not much you can do about others. What others who think in particular ways, it's the way that they will think. What you can do is protect yourself, and that's what you're required to do more than anything at this moment. Just keep yourself protected, keep yourself clear, and stop overthinking the situations. The more you think about them, the more you're actually attaching to yourself to those who are thinking that way as well, or could possibly be thinking in that particular way. So burn sage, burn it constantly, burn it every day. You'll get up in the morning, burn it. So when you think about it, burn it, and just run it all around you. Your heart chakra is fine. Your heart's in the right place, although there is protection around that, which you've subconsciously actually put there. You haven't even been aware that you've put a protection around your heart. Slowly, slowly, that protection can be released. You won't require it because your heart energy is expanding. The more you focus on yourself, the more your heart energy will expand, and the more your aura itself will be bright, that you won't require to do a lot of the things that I've told you to do tonight. But that's for you to do the work, that you must do the work. If we don't do the work and we just keep going on with the ways that we have been doing things, we'll continue doing what we've been doing and receiving what we've been receiving. The whole idea is that we stop receiving and stop doing what we have been doing and look at ways that we can prevent the old ways of dictating this present moment, because this is where our power is. Our power is not in the next moment. Our power is right here, right now. And we choose who we allow to affect us and who we say no more. You do have those choices. We do have all those choices. We can open up ourselves to receive from everyone, or we can say no more, no thank you, go away. And we do that right now. Leave me alone, no more. Piss off. That is all up to us. Keep in mind of what you think about. Those thoughts are not really going to assist you. Keep your thoughts clear and keep them to yourself. Don't think negative, because the more negative you think, the more you'll draw in negative energy as well. Keep yourself positive. Learn more about your chakras, learn more about your auras, cord cutting, and you'll notice that, again, as I mentioned earlier to others, you'll start to feel a lot lighter, and the lighter you're feeling, that means your energy is increasing. At this moment, your energy is, it's okay, but it can be a lot better. I hope that's assisted you.
Carol McDowell, are you there?
Very good.
Carol McDowell, are you still there? Carol, look, I just pulled some cards. Okay, look. You've closed yourself off, you're in damage control, but there's people around you that want to help you. They think they can help you. But until you start attending to certain things that you know you need to attend to, you are just going to put more pressure and pressure and pressure and pressure on yourself. Okay? Okay? It needs to be a shift. This is a time where you need to go, you know what? I need to shift this. I need to fight. I need to stand up. I need to reclaim my heart space. I need to reclaim, you know, when we go through hard, you know, it's hard when we go through loss and stuff and crap. Okay, but we can let it. We've got to go through the 5 steps of grief, regardless. Most people do it with everything anyway. Well, don't do it with everything anyway, but we've got to work through it. Until you start to make that choice, so all these cards in front of me are saying it's still you to make the choice to stand up and fight. Go, wait a sec, I got to pull myself out of this. Then there's new stuff waiting to come in on all levels. Stuff's waiting to change, but it's waiting for you to make that choice. To stand up and dust yourself off and going, okay, what can I do? It's not easy, but it needs to be done. And then things will start to move more positively forward for you. Okay? But it starts with you. I hope that's helped.
Nothing here. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, tarot cards.
Tarot cards.
Okay.
So, do you have a headache? Do you have pressure around your head? You have sinuses. You have sinus issues and blockage around this area.
As hard as life is sometimes, you know, sometimes the trauma, the healing doesn't stop until we go enough. How are you feeling, Stathi?
I'm feeling good. I always feel good.
Yeah, well, I just rang my brother. He's bringing me back coffee. It's his payday.
Oh. Hi, Tanya. And yes, it is. Healing is like peeling an onion. You have to get to the core of the onion. And most people actually don't understand that. Hello, Angelita.
Hey, Angelita. Always a pleasure to meet you.
You're not working today, are you, Angelita?
Are you
getting your emotions? Go to the center. Sorry.
Angelita, are you getting your emotions in check? Good for you, King of Cups. Good on you.
You have to go to the center of the core.
Well, that's it. Most people just take off the skin, train in a gift, and go, yep, work done. See you down at the psychic fair.
Yeah, that's the one.
There's nothing wrong with gifts.
No, but just remember, a gift can be given and taken. That which is given can be taken. What cannot be taken is that which one is. Yeah.
Okay. What do you reckon? Runouts? 3-card runouts?
You do the runout. You can do the runouts.
Yeah, you might have 2 cents.
I might have 2 cents. I might.
Uh,
I'm not going to.
Well, you might have 60 cents. Remember the old days when it was like a phone call was like 40 cents?
I remember when a phone call was 20 cents, mate.
Okay. Remember when you say something to someone and they go, "Here, look, here's 20 cents. Call someone who cares."
Exactly right. Yes, I do.
I'm not saying I don't care, but I'm just saying some of the old stuff was
Here's
funny.
2 bob. Yeah, here's 20 cents. You call someone who cares.
1 ounce. 2 bob. No, I don't, Cindy, remember when phone calls were 5 cents.
Oh, look, Cindy's old, so, you know.
Oh, my
Cindy's
God.
very, very old, by the way. Cindy's very old. Yeah.
How old? How old are we talking?
How old? Oh, I don't know. 29, I think she says.
Oh, dodge that bullet. That was, yeah. I knew you wouldn't fall for
yeah.
that, man. Yeah, not a chance.
Not a chance, man. Hey, you seen those boots that she wears?
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those boots that she wears.
Those boots.
Hey, go and do a reading. Do a reading for Cindy.
Cindy.
I don't know. You're younger than 29.
Cindy. Oh, no, she's muted. We can't hear her. So.
She said yes. If she's come online now, she said yes.
It's silent if you want a reading. Okay, she wants a reading.
She wants a reading.
See? She's still silent.
No,
stay silent.
Talking, you get reading.
See? There you go. It's all happening there. Okay, Cindy. Cindy, this reading wasn't donated, but it was sort of enforced by... Okay. Something just freeze. Okay. Cindy. Cindy. At the moment, distractions. Where are you putting your energy? Okay. Okay, I got choices. Everything's looking good. Starting to do the healing. Okay, looking forward. The world is your oyster. Okay, things are looking good, but you still got your hands. You still got your card. You still got your cards hidden. Okay, not willing to play your hand. There needs to be stuff stepping out. At the moment, I've got the trader, which is just screaming out distraction. Exchange of energies to create abundance. This card is inverted. Okay, because we're still going back into the same routines. Your bottom card is the wise one. Grow within your current situation. This is talking about growth and where you're putting your energy. But the interesting card is in Maypole. I got heed the vibe. This is the Scorpion. It doesn't just go around attacking everything that jumps in front of it. Okay, what it does is it will stop and it will stop and go. Put its senses out. Go, okay, how's it feeling? How's it feeling? Almost like energy testing, because the main action card I've got for you is take note of intuitive messages, and this is inverted. So this is saying that opportunities are coming up to you and you're shutting them down, okay, putting your focus somewhere else without giving them a vibe, without even testing the vibe and testing the waters, going in, should I be doing this? Will this help assist me? Will this lead forward into my growth? Because under your take note of intuitive messages, which is getting shut off because your intuition's screaming out, going, hey, come on, Cindy. Okay, which will move you past your comfort zones. I've got the B card, your path alone. So no matter what happens, this is waiting for you to change, and you have to make those changes if you want to move. Because at the moment, I've got things that are just a bit in reaction mode. This is overreacting to certain stuff that comes your way, okay? Because your energy is out of balance. So this is all about balancing the energy, but not only that, this is about energy's all right, but this is about really, really listening to that intuition and taking that next step, feeling that vibe, okay? And going, okay, what do I have to do? I have to do this for myself. I have to understand this for myself. I have to learn this for myself. Okay, because your bottom card on moving forward is taking care of your needs, and this is inverted. The winter card, take care of your needs. But crossing that is unorthodox approach. This is about changing up the routines. Okay, time to change it up. Time to shake it up. Time to go. Oh, look, I gotta stand out, and I gotta rattle things up a bit. Do something crazy. Try something new. This is about the next step for you. Cindy is about stepping out and doing something. Okay, and your last card, second to last card, is a king. Is a king a B? Be a king, but this is inverted. This is the authority card, taking authority. So this is the universe. This is the inner self saying, "Look, come on, time to shake things up. Look at where the distractions are. Start using your gifts." Okay, using your gifts or using your instincts, your senses, your intuition. Start really zoning in on it and using it as a tool. Okay, because there's more than there meets the eye. Really start utilizing it. Okay, and then because the universe wants you to take authority, step out of the box. Okay, level up again. And your last card is the Armadillo Spirit. Set healthy boundaries. Of course, that does not apply to me and Stathi, because we're just too cool for school. But there needs to be boundaries set, okay, in certain areas. Okay. I hope those help you, Cindy.
No, nothing.
Stathi?
I got nothing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's it. Just now, that's it. Now, like,
you get in trouble.
Yeah, now I get in trouble, and you like walk scot free, going, "Hey, see."
No, I won't.
Yeah,
Free.
I walked straight into that one, didn't I?
I got to deal with those boots.
Okay, I'll just see if anyone's donated.
Where are you from, Paul? Paul Seraphine.
Yeah. Okay, so people, run out readings. So if you have not had a reading tonight, shame on you. Nah, it's okay. If you would like a run out reading, put the number 1 once in the comment section, and I will give you a run out reading. So grab a cold can of intuitive focus, which is me, put a 1 in the comment section, and get a run out reading. Just in case you missed that. Kathy, it's now. That's what time it is here. When you said that, it is 9:25 p.m. when you made that comment. Where I am. Paul, put a 1. Just go like this. You want to run out reading? You haven't had a reading? What happened then?
Brooke's half an hour away from where I am. So I'm 9:55.
Do that.
Melbourne, Australia. He's in Adelaide. Melbourne, Melbourne's actually not a good place. Melbourne is Melbourne.
Yeah. And Adelaide is
I'm in Victoria, Brooke's in South Australia.
Okay, who's the first princess? Ancestors, seekers, or moon? What do you want? You get to pick. Ancestors, seekers, or moon? Which deck? Princess? Well, I could have picked one, but I chose to ask for you to pick one. Of course, I can pick one, but I'm asking you. Do you want the tartare sauce? You want the mayonnaise? Or do you want the seafood bisque? One, two, or three? Moon, ancestor, seekers. Which one? Because I'll just pick the moon. That's easy for me. Okay, it's the moon. It's the first deck. That will do. Okay, look, there's a lot of negativity. Things aren't going to shift until you can forgive yourself, Sophia. It's all about self-forgiveness for you. Okay? There's no right or wrong, good or bad. It's a vibration. It's a judgment. Okay? Just know that you are free at the moment. The future is unwritten. Stop worrying about the past. Get out of your head. Really get out of your head and ground. Okay? And watch the magic do it work. But it can only do so much until you start. Because when we play the blame game, we go everywhere else, blame this, blame that, blame circumstances, and all that does is gives us an excuse not to look at our fears, not to work through our fears. Self-judgment, you got to throw it out the door and start working through your fears. Okay, that is what's on the table for you at the moment. I hope that's helped. Next one, Cindy. Is that it? Paul. There you go. Paul. Hold your vision, Paul. Stay focused. Stay centered. Remember what you're working for. Keep plodding through. Look, sometimes it just feels like we're just going through the motions. Sometimes we feel like we're getting nowhere. Okay, that's when we're going to push the hardest. You know, when I feel stagnant, I'd get into a certain place where I just feel stagnant, stationary, that's where I'd start meditating the most. That's when I'd start working the hardest. That when I'd start learning the most, and I start pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Okay, because we're going to break through that barrier into the next level. Okay, your hard work is paying off inverted. Expect powerful changes inverted. Hold your vision. That's what you need to do. Time to push. Time to push, Paul. Time to put foot down and just push it. No matter how it feels, keep going and pushing, and you will break through. Some good cards there, man. Some good cards there, bro. I hope that's helped you.
Do you consider yourself to be a burning one, do you? Is that your name, Seraphine?
Did I miss something?
Seraphine.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, on the tabernacle.
Tanya, if your ears are ringing, bring your focus to the center of if you can hear it, bring your focus to where you actually hear it from the center of your mind, center of your head. Hear it in stereo. If you're hearing it mono, listen to it and focus on it in stereo.
No, not ringing.
Might have been ringing a lot lately, and not at this moment though.
I make too much noise. It's my ears to ring.
Yeah, don't focus on your lower back at this moment.
Fine, Angelita. Fine.
You don't need to focus on your lower back. It's a lot more going on there than just that aspect of it. It's your posture that's causing that. So sit straight. A lot of pressure on your shoulders pushing you downwards.
And Angelita, do you know what other people are saying about you? Do you honestly know what other people think about you? What happens if you do something and it doesn't work out and you look a bit silly for a bit? What happens if you make a mistake? What are people going to say? What are people going to think? Angelita. How are they going to define you? Who cares? Well, why are you worried? You're good enough. Why are you looking everywhere else for answers? All the answers are within you. They're on tap to you. All the answers, everything you need, all the layers, all the healing. It's there. It's within. It's inside of you. You don't need to be asking anyone for anything at the moment, Angelita. You need to be going within. Okay? You want to take some time off for the lives? I've been taking time off for the lives. You want to do something else? Do something else. You don't owe anything to anyone. Okay? You're brilliant the way you are. Okay? The first card I've got, the middle card I've got is don't let pride get in your way. You can work that out. There's still self-judgment, Angeli. There's still self-judgment on yourself. Okay, watch out. That'll creep in the back door. You know, we'll be healing something. We'll be moving forward. And the little nagging noise will come in. Yeah, but you did this wrong. You did that wrong. You did that wrong. You haven't been doing it long enough. There's people heaps more experience. And that comes flying in. Don't feed it. Don't feed it, Angelita. Don't feed anything that doesn't need feeding. Okay? Because it's all within you. Okay?
All I'm going to add to that is don't second guess yourself.
That's the short version. Thank you.
Tanya, this might work for you, might not work for you, but again, it is to not put your focus on it too much. Grab yourself a chair. Get your feet on the chair with your back on the floor, though. So you want your feet up elevated. So you want to be in a sort of whatever Z shape. But when you're on your back, nothing underneath your back. So on the plain floor, a rug maybe, or blanket or something underneath it. Now, what you want to do though is You want to feel the pull from your hips pulling upwards and your back going down, and keep your arms flat on the floor as well. So you want to be in this position, Z position, if you want to call it a Z. And that'll keep your back straight. And if it is sciatic, yeah, I've been there. I know what that's like, and it's not the best situation to be in. That's why I say it's best to ignore it. But don't put too much focus on. There's not much can be done with sciatic. What it is your nerve has been pinched. So by putting your legs up in a Z shape and your back flat on the back, and getting that stretch from your hips, what you want to do is sort of just not too much though. You don't want to put too much pressure on it, but you want to sort of get your hips to open up again, just enough for that pinch, that nerve that's being pinched to go back in its place. Because that's what a sciatica is. It's actually a pinched nerve. That's because we don't sit straight enough and we're not using our back the right way when we're doing things. But yes, I did mine getting onto my bike. All I did was lift my leg up over, and I've been riding for so long.
And you want a good crystal for that? Lepidolite. For sciatic. I came across this ages ago in my research.
I don't know what the book is called. There is a book. Look, when we do certain things to us on a physical level, there is a symbolism to it as well. Type in the meaning of sciatica, and that'll give you some indication of what you're not looking at this moment as well.
Okay. I can go to a reference book if you want.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of the book is. There is someone's book. I can't remember her name. There is a lady that actually has a good book on that one. Hello, Nix.
Ina Single. See what's in here.
This one, Ina Segal.
Ina Segal, The Secret Language of the Body.
That's the one. Secret Language of the Body.
Brilliant book. And it's not expensive either. Oh, you know her, don't you? Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time I met her.
Okay.
Go away, I'm a
sciatica. Is that it?
Yeah, sciatica. Yeah.
Glasses.
Brooke, can you just put the Brooke, put the book up on the screen for go back a bit or forward. Forward. The Sacred Language of the Body. Ina Segal.
Brilliant book. Okay, this is what it says. Feeling stuck in the past, worried about your survival, money issues, unresolved childhood issues, not feeling good enough, rejecting yourself, imposing too many limitations on yourself, always finding excuses why you can't do something rather than focusing on how you can. Where in your life are you being hypocritical? Profound fear that if you are honest, you will be neither liked nor accepted, and that you will not be able to survive. Feeling burdened with too much responsibility, which stifles your creativity. Does that sound about right? Tanya, does that sound about right?
Yeah, I've posted it up there.
Yeah.
It's a decent price, $22 something.
It's one of the best books you'll get. What? Oh, really? Then why are you coming to us? I'm joking. Or am I? Okay. Well, that's it. We've been on for 3 hours. Still haven't got my coffee for my brother.
Oh,
yeah,
bad books now.
Okay. Heliona. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, I gotta. Okay. What do you mean? I'm so excited about now. This is a new year. It's all new from now on.
Oh, Tanya. Excited about the new year. You know, I'm gonna say it like this, I'm gonna be in 23 years, and 23 years is just a dream. I don't know what a new year is, because a new year itself is every single moment. Every moment is new. When we live in the present moment and we don't wait for the next moment to arrive, it's always a new moment. Every moment is new. Waiting or enjoying or being excited about something, yeah, look, it's good. But this moment, when we hold on to the moment itself and allow the moment to unfold, yeah, the excitement within the moment is amazing. There is so much that is occurring right now, so much more than any tomorrows will ever bring. Renewal, again, renewal is this moment. We renew ourselves every moment. So the moment's unfolding on a constant basis, to see things in such a way, to be amazed every moment, every second, not expecting anything, and everything is presented. Everything is always presented in the moment. There is so much. There's so much that we don't see because we're always looking somewhere else, hoping that something will be better than what it is. And once we appreciate this moment and accept this moment for everything that it has to offer us, what one can see, look, I don't have words for it. And any word that I'll use will just not justify what it is that this moment presents itself with. Be present, be grounded, be now, be here in this moment and appreciate it. As we appreciate this moment, so much more is presented for us to appreciate as well. It's all in this moment. It won't be in the next moment. It's here and now. The new year, if one can really see the year as I see it. I wish you guys could see how I see it. I'd really like that. I'd like everybody to see it. No one will be wanting anything because they'll be so happy with what they have. Hey, look, the moment itself does come with ups and downs, and yes, it takes a while to get used to it. But yeah, as I said, I really don't have the words for it because they will not justify what this moment and how this moment presents itself. It is amazing. It is amazing what's here right this moment. And it is a feeling more than anything else. It's a sensation. It's an energy. It's um, it's a confidence.
Well, you got to live in the now because
Say again?
that's where well, you got to be in the now because that's where the perfection is.
Yes.
My coffee just rocked up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We look. We do. We all live here and now in this moment. We're not outside of this moment. We cannot remove ourselves from this present moment. Um, we can think that we're not in the moment, and that's where we are in the thoughts. Those thoughts, as though, are still in this moment. We still think in this moment. Being conscious of the moment itself and what we do in the moment, that's where the key is. Being conscious and aware this moment. Um, we might want things to be different. We might want things to come to us. We might want and want and want. But that is being aware and conscious that we're doing that right this moment. We cannot do anything outside of the moment that we're doing it. And that's thinking itself. Yes, compassion. And I don't actually agree with the word love, but I have my own reasons for that. And humanity. What is humanity? Yeah, so yeah, for myself, I don't see the world the way that it's spoken. We have words to describe things, yes, and we communicate through those words. They are just tools. But once you go past the tool itself, once you realize who uses the tool, that's where it is. It's the not the tool that will describe what it is, but we use a tool to describe it. But it's got nothing to do with the tool. It's who we are without using the tool to describe who we are. That's where all the magic exists. That's where the illusion itself is created. The creator itself. Oh, what is it? It is just another word. It is an energy. And I don't disagree with it being an energy. I acknowledge it to be what it is. Love is just another word. It is just a word. It has an
Yeah, you got him started.
association to it. Yeah, that's
Yes, you, Tanya. What else are you going to say?
ev-
Looking forward to tomorrow.
everything.
I had a great day
Um,
yesterday.
we can experience to understand what an experience is. We don't limit ourselves to what we can experience, and I do not deny that we can experience what you call love, that particular energy. I speak of something beyond that. What I speak of is something that is beyond that, but that which experiences whatever it is that we want to experience, not the experience. As much as the experience is great, I'm more interested in the experiencer, not the experience, because we, as the experiencers, are the magic itself that is experiencing whatever that energy is that we experience.
Otherwise, love will control you. Well, all emotions will control you.
All emotions, yes. It's
And then you're a react. Then you're just in reaction mode to a sea of emotions or a sea of energy, a sea of vibration, whatever you want to call it. Who's in control, people?
it's going past, I speak about education, and it's going beyond what we've been educated. Our education and every word that we use is based on what somebody else has told us and their experience of what it is. What we are itself is what is experiencing it. And that is where uh, to go to the depth, to go down that rabbit hole, well, one does not use the tools because those tools do not assist in that rabbit hole. The rabbit hole, it's a maze, and whatever you believe, whatever you are used to or accustomed to, you throw that out the window. You have to relearn everything. We don't see, Leona. I can appreciate we all learning every day. Yes, um, it's time to start unlearning because we already have the answers within us. Brooke mentioned this earlier, and it's at the beginning as well. Everything we need to know is within us. We have those answers that we are looking for. But what we do is we use the answers that we've been given and say, oh, yeah, that answer is right. But that's somebody else's answer. Our answers are within us. And the tools that we have are just to guide us. You know, this is where the saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I can show you the door, but you're the one that has to walk through it. What's behind that door? Well, you know, that's it. What's behind the door is what one comes out with afterwards. Because you can't go into that, I can say this, you can't go into the door, through that door with what you hold on to. You have to let everything go. We say letting go, letting everything go that we possibly believe in. Every word, every sound, every emotion, every aspect of what we understand energy to be. You walk through that door naked, completely naked, because that's what we are. We truly are naked, and we've clothed ourselves with all these beliefs, and we allow those beliefs then to dictate everything that we do. We're beyond those beliefs. We are the believers. We are not the belief. And yes, we all have the power inside us. And it's beyond power than anyone can even speak about. Yeah, I can go on forever on this one.
He eventually does get tired. Eventually. Takes a few hours. That's it.
This is my passion. My passion is that aspect of it, to understand who we are, not what we've been told, not what we want to believe, not what we speak about. My passion is the educated one, not the education. Who is it that you are that has been educated? Who is it that you are that believes in that education? Now.
Okay. Hey, baby Gil. What are you doing? Say hello to Candles. She'll resist. Hello, Candles. Yep, she'll be like,
now. It's a now. You know, when they speak and they want to be fed. Now.
Baby Gil.
No, when my show comes back on, I'll be starting the show again at some stage.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for coming. It's been a great show. The cats give it the tail up. Just take out my cat. It's like a mongoose. Oh, come on, cat. Watch out for the tail. Okay. Sorry. Too much coffee. Have a good one, people. Thanks for coming on tonight, Stathi.
Thanks, Brooke. Anytime, mate. I enjoy it.
Don't forget to sign up for notifications and follow, subscribe, and do all that. And any one of us. And we'll see you next time we're looking at you.
Keep an eye out for the shows coming.
Indeed.
They will be coming.
They will.
Who knows what happens between now and the next moment?
Well, they'll be in the now.
Then,
bye.
Until then, enjoy. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, and all the rest of it. See you later, guys.
See you guys.